What's happening?
Not too much, man. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
We will go ahead and get started. The first question for you will come from Sarah Spencer of the AJC.
Hey, Kris. Good to see you. Just wanted to ask what it was like to get out there and play for the first time in, I guess, over a year now.
Yeah, a lot of emotions. I was nervous, anxious, excited, a lot of emotions going on. It felt good to be back out there. Honestly, wish we could have got the win. It have felt a lot better, but at the end of the day, it's been a long journey to get to this point, and I'm just blessed to be back out there.
How are you feeling physically now? And just kind of what was your rehab process like? I know you kind of had both some knee issues and then ankle issues spring up as well.
Rehab, I mean, just so much going on with that. It's been 15 months, to get to this point. You know, uh, Really just want to thank the training staff. They did an unbelievable job to get me to this point. There were times where, I got a little down on myself mentally. Physically, the body wasn't functioning the way I needed to. They just helped me keep pushing. Just it was a long process, definitely a long process, but glad to be back.
Chris Kirschner from The Athletic.
Hey, Kris, I wanted to ask you, you just mentioned it briefly, but what was the past 15 months like for you mentally and just trying to push through and get out here once again?
It was a roller coaster ride. Overall, I stayed positive, but there's definitely times where you get down on yourself. You're just waiting for that. You're just waiting for it actually just to get over that hump. To finally all that hard work that you're putting in, you're just waiting for it to pay off. And there was times where I kind of got down on myself, and that's when a great support system come in for my family. They kept my head up. The training staff, the organization being patient with me, my teammates being there for me, keep pushing me, and you know it was a long journey. It was definitely a long journey. A lot of emotions went through my mind today. As I got back out there on the court, but once I got out there, it felt definitely good to be back.
When you say get down on yourself, like what specifically was getting you frustrated? Just the inability to play or something else?
Yeah, it's just I just felt like different things just kept happening. My initial injury was my knee. Um, I felt like I was on the verge of getting better there. Then the ankle situation happened. Felt like I was a verge, getting better there. Then the knee kept. It was just back and forth, and trying to get that all back in, the alignment all back right. It was a long process, and you know, like I said, I could have every emotion you could think of, I went through during that 15 months. But like I said, I have a great support system, the organization, my teammates, the coaching staff, everybody kept belief in me. And, deep down inside, I'm going to just keep working. And, I did. And, happy I did it.
What would you say was the toughest part of over this past 15 months?
Toughest part of it, is the little things. It's definitely the little things. You know, the day to day, you come in, there's one week you're feeling good, then the next week you're feeling bad, then the next week you're feeling good, then the next week it's literally a day to day process. And then the little things you have to do in rehab, like we all wish we could just go in there and in order to rehab, you could just work on the court. Well, that process didn't happen for me. I had to be in the training room. I was on bed rest for 3 months. COVID hit when I got injured, so I couldn't get the treatment that I needed to right away. Just a lot of things played a part in it. And, it was definitely a tough situation. But like I said before, just happy, I stuck through.
Sarah.
Just to follow up, bed rest for 3 months sounds really, really tough. Was that just something that they asked you to do after surgery, or I guess why did they have you do that?
That was right after my injury with Chicago. I didn't have surgery right then and there. I was on a leg, like I was on a brace, and with the process, know, I had to kind of be on bed rest, but at the same time, you know, COVID hit. So the only thing I could do was literally stay at home, and I couldn't go to the gym because COVID literally was fresh when I got injured. So, you know, everybody was staying home, everybody was on lockdown. So the only thing I could do was be on bed rest. And I think that was the best treatment for my knee. You know, I can't treat myself, you know, the way it needed to be treated at home. So yeah, it was definitely tough.
Is it almost surreal to be, I mean, you just played your first game, you know, is it almost surreal, the feeling to be back?
Definitely. You know, like I said, I wish, you know, we won. You know, there'll be different emotions, you know, but at the same time, you know, I can't be too mad, you know, because of what I overcame, and, you know, blessed to be back. You know, definitely a surreal moment.
How eager are you to be able to be, I mean, I know it takes time to be 100%, but how eager are you to be able to get to be 100% and be able to contribute again at that level that you want to?
Yeah, you know, it's going to be a process, you know, as these games come. You know, I'm going to still have to do rehab, still have to put the work in to make sure that I could keep playing each and every game, and, you know, and try to help this team, you know, do things that they want to do, and, you know, the success that we want to bring to ourselves. So I definitely have to, you know, maintain with the work. You know, it's going to be a lot of work. My body's going to take a lot of pounding, but, you know, it's like I said, it's part of the process. Blessed to be back. Rather do this work than rehab. So definitely feel good.
Great, thank you.
Chris.
Did you have a moment over these past 15 months where you doubted that you'd be able to come back, or is that something that didn't cross your mind?
I knew I would come back, but there's doubts of where I come back to be myself. Like I said, I went through every emotion in 15 months. It's impossible not to. I mean, if you can stay positive through 15 months, kudos to you. You are definitely, you're definitely someone who's built different. But like I said, I went through every emotion, you know, just, you know, happy that I stuck through. Like I said before, you know, I have a great support system with you know, my family, you know, the team, my teammates, the organization being patient with me, coaching staff, you know, everybody bought in to help me get to this point. So like I said, you know, I went through every emotion, but, you know, I stuck through.
How tight have you gotten with Chelsea over these past few months?
Oh yeah, she's been big time for me. She's definitely been big time. She's one of the best out there. So, you know, I'm definitely glad I got linked up with her.
Thank you, Chris. That was our final question for you.
Appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you. You too.